Nintendo allegedly has leaked their E3 press announcements, I guess is what you'd call it.
Very suspicious.
Yes.
It's a leaked press statement of what games you can expect.
Yes.
And when that they'll be announcing at E3. We know a lot of these.
Mario Party U, Hyrule Warriors,
Yeah.
Metroid 3DS.
F-Zero GX.
It's like there's some Nintendo fanboy out there that just created his dream list.
We know this is BS for a couple of reasons. This would be what they call way too good to be true. That Nintendo has not done gamers enough favors.
The other reason I think this is BS is that Nintendo typically will show images at least a year in advance of some of their games, and we don't see much of any of these things. This leads me to suspect, Paul, and AI,
Hey, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm totally.
that this list
Sure.
is indeed fake. And in fact, AI, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah,
I want you to answer
sure.
me honestly.
Yeah, okay.
Did you put this list out, AI?
Maybe.
I knew it,
AI's
Paul.
leaking E3. Well, don't let
I'm
it.
just so excited. All of these things
Look,
need to happen.
We all know that you are a Nintendo fanboy, AI. We know that, and that's part of the reason why you share this throne with Paul and I.
That's why he has Bible adventures on top of him.
We're trying to teach him
Don't
morality
diss
and ethics.
Bible adventures.
I'm not dissing, I'm just pointing out the obvious. All right, next story we're going to get to here, guys. Soulcalibur developers said it's okay to make a game that's pay to win.
Yeah, Paul,
Why?
I don't know why.
Because
You
it's
have to
single
walk-
player, is
Paul,
what he says.
You have to walk me through this logic here.
Well, it's not. I didn't say it.
As
So
long as they put more Ivy in there.
sure, am I right? Holy Toledo. So anyway, here's the quote. They were thinking about having multiplayer in the game, but they didn't want to have it. And as he admits blatantly, it's because we want the game to be pay to win. So
Yes.
therefore, we want to make it a single player experience. And this is one of the first times, you know, we do this show. We've been doing this show for a long time, probably longer than you can
yeah,
imagine.
it's free to watch.
It's free to watch, but my point is I've never really heard a developer or a game designer, producer, whatever, come out and blatantly say that their game is pay to win.
I don't know why he said that. To me,
Well-
this is just like another lost franchise. It's just going down the tube.
My perspective, it doesn't care. Pay to win is not a fun game mechanic. It's lazy. It's for people who are mobile gamers who want to enjoy and experience very quickly. It doesn't really seem to have much of a place in the console world. But I find the logic that it's only single player very interesting.
Maybe there's some people out there that just wants to get a quick way to beat the game and see the ending. I could see that being plausible. I don't see a problem with it. Although I do have to say, if this is Soulcalibur and
Right.
it's single player, I have a problem with that.
Wolfenstein is a game that's been around since 1981, believe it or not, for the Commodore, which is just nuts.
Yeah.
We're going to do a quick little tribute video here to show just how far Wolfenstein, a franchise of 8 games, actually has gone from the Commodore to today's New Order. AI, go ahead and play the video. I've talked too much. That's right. This is also what it looks like inside Todd's head. Now, beyond Castle Wolfenstein right here. That's right. Wolfenstein 3D.
I see we
This
use
is-
Paul's personal iTunes library for the
what
music.
started it all right here. Neat software. That's Call of Duty Ghost.
Carmack invented this.
Yeah. Now this is when it actually became, I think this is PlayStation. That's a PC box, but I think I played it on PlayStation. So, I never played this one. This is enemy territory. Definitely played
I can't believe people still complain about the graphics quality today.
But you know,
Boss, go ahead.
Shoot.
here's today's business.
Strangling Nazis.
I thought that was a glorious Bastards.
Reddit Gaming put out a cool little thing. Todd mentioned the graphics of the game. Here's a side-by-side
Yeah.
they put together just to see how much the graphics have improved. Yeah, here you go. Here's
Yeah.
BJ, am I right? So this, I think this is the original. Oh yeah, here's
Oh.
what's it, Mama mode or whatever, or
Baby
who's your
mode.
daddy? Yeah, baby mode. So here's
That's AI as a dog.
yeah, here's Ghost. That's Call of Duty Ghost, and Schindler.
Yeah.
Oh God, we've got all kinds of toys with this, guys. This is wild.
Yeah, AI is
We
really
also-
good today.
We also have.
I'm behaving.
Did you have a look at what our show versus the original show we did back in 1981?
Yeah, don't you have
too?
some other assets?
So I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
got
Okay, so check
graphics.
this out.
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you do here, AI?
Oh yeah. So there you go. That's
That's-
me in 1981 through our
You were a
Wolfen,
little pudgier back then.
our Wolfenstein
Okay,
creator.
That's
fun. And then there's Todd.
yeah, that's
And
me. That's
Todd's
me.
got a good old butt chin.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you for that.
A little
AI.
Ben Affleck
You're now
right
my
there.
enemy. By the way, that is my first look. That's how I looked when I played,
Yeah.
played the first person.
Oh,
shooter
that's
for
a
the first
crowd
time.
pleaser. DOTA. You guys know DOTA, right? DOTA 2, its championship coming up, has raised $6 million, over $6 million for its prize pool.
Yeah, God, I should have shut. Wait.
So basically what they're doing, Valve is selling this out to the fans. What this basically is the compendium, how I would describe it, it's an interactive program. It offers rewards and stuff like that. You can pay $10 for it. And 25% of that money will go towards the prize pool for the international championship. So it's an interesting way of doing things. It's very smart for Valve because do the math. 25% is going to increase the prize pool for the championship.
Yeah.
And the other 75% goes back to us on a digital booklet. So it's
like a video game lottery type thing where you keep feeding the pot yourself and you play to win.
Yeah, well, but the difference is that winning the Dota 2 championships is far from a lottery. It's the creme de la creme of video gaming, as it were, right now. The bottom line is it's a $6.1 million pot or around there, which is almost as much as the World Series of Poker. The World Series of Poker is $8.5 million. Interesting enough, the World Cup, the country that wins it every 4 years, gets $35 million. Kentucky Derby, $2.4 million, I believe. That's the Indy 500. So just to put that into perspective, there's some numbers for you.
So you're saying that if I buy this compendium, part of that money will go into a prize pot that the players can then win.
That's correct, 25% of it.
So if we offered our live audience things that they could buy from us,
Sure, our shoes.
would you guys buy our shoes?
I don't care if I'm wrong or right. All I do is